Good to see you all, and just welcome to this time together. Um, I am Carla Jones Brown, and what I have for us tonight is a two-part journaling exercise. And I told Margaret that part of my pregame and part of just the delight of sharing this time in this space with you all is that this is not a unique opportunity for journaling. And so there are some past experiences, and I don't know who is gathered here who has been a part of some of the earlier journaling sessions together. But I encourage you, if this is something that brings light into your life, if this is something that gives you a space where you can create, if this is a place to play with words in a season that feels like it's taking all of our words away, because we have to be very careful with our words. We have to be careful what we say and how we say it. In your journaling time, you get to say all of the things and you can go back and edit later if you want to, or you can leave it as a record of this is how I felt and these are the words that I was using. And so it is. So I do encourage you, if you've not viewed some of the past recordings, please, please, please view those. And of course, because I'm a retired teacher, and do the exercises because they're really cool and awesome and amazing. And then there is also a retreat, December's 15th through 17th. Yes, I got the dates right. If you have the opportunity, I think that would be absolutely wonderful. And I'm not just saying that because Barbara's on the Zoom tonight, but because I know that this is a wonderful way to work through what we're feeling, to break through and to find new words. So those are all of my commercials for all the opportunities that you have to join in this community. Advent. If you are part of a Christian community, you may celebrate Advent, you may know Advent, you may be part of a Christian community and say, wait, there's something before Christmas? What is this Advent that you're talking about? So Advent essentially is the time during the Christian calendar when it's a time of waiting for the Christ child to appear, right? So it's all the pregame before the big celebration of Christmas Day. So what do you do while you're waiting for the child to come? Now, this is funny to me because as a person who actually birthed the child, I know what you do. You watch your feet swell, you trip over them, your body becomes disjointed, and you don't know how to move in the world anymore because your body is not your own. And if you are a good partner, you gain weight with the person who is birthing the baby, and you get cravings with the person who is waiting for the child to come. In this season of waiting, one of the symbolic things that happens is there is an Advent candle, and each week we light another candle in the Advent wreath, and you increase the light as the sign of this is the wonderful child who is coming. And so, what I want us to consider is as the light is breaking in, as the light is growing, part of what is being created is metaphorically, and maybe even in real life, a new heaven and a new earth. So, what does that mean for us? What can we think about creating that is new for us? I want to share with you a poem that is from Langston Hughes, and it's a very short poem. And the title of the poem is I Dream a World. So, in the season of Advent, as we are uncovering ways to be a new heaven and a new earth, I want you to just begin thinking about what's the new thing that you would like to see? What's the new thing you would like to become? What is the thing that you dream? These are Langston Hughes's words. I dream a world where man no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free, where wretchedness will hang its head, and joy like a pearl attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream, my world. It is not scripture, but I dare say it may be good news. With Langston Hughes in one ear, with whatever the thoughts of this season in the other, I want to invite you to consider what it means to be fully human, fully embodied, fully empowered to be a change agent during the Advent season. What would it feel like to live the dream that you have? In order to live the dream, first we articulate the dream. So I have a prompt for you, and what I want to invite you to do, I've already lit my Let's Journal candle. I've got my new favorite 2023 pen. I want to invite you to gather your materials, whether it's a book that you've been journaling in for the longest time, or it is repurposed flyers that you have cut in half that you have on hand, whatever it is you have. Before we begin to write, I want you to orient yourself on the page. So what that means is, for me, at the what some would consider the top of the page, just write top so that it is oriented. This is the top of your page. And in just a moment, we will have 6 minutes of silence where you will journal and respond to a prompt, and then you will be invited and welcome to share if you feel so led to share. If you do not wish to share, that is also completely fine. But 6 minutes, why 6 minutes? Really, because according to the faith tradition in which I was reared, the world was created in 6 days. And so if all of creation can happen in 6 days, let's see what we can do in 6 minutes. I am going to set a timer for us. And if everyone is ready, you have your paper. Yeah, I see people are in writing position. I see it. Excellent. Here is the prompt. Do you know where your dream space is? Describe where you are right now. If you run out of words, feel free to doodle until words come back. You don't have to use proper standard grammar and English. Write out describing to us, where are you? Where is your dream space? Where are you right now? And you may need to shake your hand out. You may need to stretch that out a little bit. I'm going to be amused when I actually watch the recording later and I see my facial expressions, because I always engage the activity, and this one surprised me. So I want to open up now to a time if anyone wants to share what you have jotted down, what you have written. And you can share the idea, you can share your actual words, you can share the thought behind it if you don't want to share all of what you actually wrote. So is there someone who would like to share their dream space?
I'd like to share.
Great.
So, this is basically what I wrote. My dreams are like a clear night sky where the moon is full and the stars glimmer. I am in awe of the possibilities and the potential that exists overhead, and I dance in the wonder that the heavens shine down on me. However, I am also burdened by the confines of reality, the limits of my being, and the rules of our created systems. Looking up is so much easier than looking at the pain and disarray of this world. I want to look up for the hope that I can reach a star and make my dreams come true with a humble wish. I reach for the sky because it is full of hope, but I am on the ground, journeying to points of transcendence where I may meet the sky. My ancestors, my academics, my friends, and family are the mountains I climb to reach this sky.
Ryan, that is absolutely beautiful. And I feel like that's the coffee house. We come with the snaps. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so the Sunday night alignment poetry gathering and publishing group will happen in 2024. You all are absolutely amazing. Um, and I am looking at the time and I want to make sure we have our second prompt. But I just want to share a metaphor that popped in. You did a metaphor that popped out for me. And I'm thinking about the line in the poem about where love will bless the earth. I'm dreaming of a soft revolution that finds love like ingredients in a delicate batter, not beaten, but gently folded so that they don't break, but they still form something beautiful that is not destroyed by heat, but instead that is allowed to rise when the heat comes into play. I dream of open spaces, open hearts, and of using the heat to create something that rises. If you know me at all, you know food is my like second favorite thing after oxygen. And so it surprised me that those are the words that came. Because Susie, when church began this morning, I was in the same place. I started church with my stomach hurts because of all that is happening in the world. So I'm grateful for this space. Now, your second prompt, where you will have another, okay, well, I'll make it 5 minutes. You will have 5 minutes to write from this thought. If Advent is a time of uncovering, what might it look like for me to uncover, to discover, and maybe even recover a way of living into what I want to see in the days to come? Your time begins now. Before we Before I send you on your way, I asked at the beginning that you orient your page with the word top at the top of the page. As you continue through Advent, through all of the days, what I want to encourage you to do the next time you sit down to write and you are figuring out what to write and you're moving from confusion into clarity, into gratitude, I want to encourage you to just turn the page upside down. And your next journal entry, which you will do on your time, we won't do this together, but as you turn your journal upside down and you begin to live into your dreams and you write into your dreams, this is how we turn the world right, by turning it upside down. Reorient the page, reorient yourself on the page, and you will reorient yourself into the world in a way that will allow you to live into that dream that you sketched out tonight. For all that you have shared. Thank you so, so much for showing up on a Sunday evening, even if there may be Eagles fans who live in your home. Thank you so much for the richness that you have shared. Thank you so much. You have brought so much light into
Oh,
my Advent practice.
and Carla, thank you
Thank you.
for guiding us and leading us in this. And as I put in the chat there that you saw, it's a special place.
It is.
And I'm so grateful to all of you for sharing, opening your hearts and sharing from your heart.
Mhm.
And I was just thinking through all of this that connection is a word we keep using in alignment.
Mhm.
And so grateful for the simplicity of this time.
Mhm.
And that we can look down on paper and we can look up and there's connection with everybody who has taken this time to be here. So
Mhm.
thank you, Carla, for leading us. And I hope that you all are making your way through the beautiful, beautiful calendar of light
Yeah.
that is such a gift with all of the voices that have come together to create that. So thank you for all of the support in getting that to come into being. And I hope you'll join us next week when Caitlin Curtis will be here to discuss her new book, Living Resistance. And then the following Wednesday, Belden Lane to talk about the great conversation. So some exciting times coming up. But tonight, deep gratitude to you, Carla. Thank you for leading us and for all of you being here.